let me just check in, and if anybody is not there, that's okay. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for being patient. My children took my mount, and I have no idea where it is. And I didn't have anything to mount it on. I had this, but I even have like a backup little mount that I can't even find. So, and I was trying to jimmy it when I first was going on. So we're just gonna see how it is. I hope the sound is okay. I hope you can hear me. My phone is already having a problem with the sound, and I was really afraid that if it was covered, as it is, it's like kind of sitting on top of something, that you wouldn't be able to hear me. So let me just check in, and then we'll just move for 5 minutes, and then I'll give you my resources for today based upon what's going on. All right, so I'm not going to talk first. I'm just going to introduce, and I'm going to say who I am, and that we're going to just move. We did meditation the last time. We're just going to do sun salutation. I think I'm actually going to do it seated today because I have been sick and not getting a lot of sleep, and that also always flares. Dysautonomia and POTS, it makes my heart race. So I am trying to manage that, and so I'm going to do it seated, which will be good. We can do it that way. And then afterwards I will answer questions or talk about a few things I think are really important for those that are interested. So let me just make sure that the feed is okay, and we'll go from there. All right, so now that I can tell that you guys, the feed is okay and that you can hear me, I'm going to leave the door open for now until maybe the commotion in the background gets annoyed. We're going to do seated sun salutation. We did meditation last time. I do this for you guys, but I also do it for myself. I have not worked out in 2 days. My dysautonomia and POTS is totally flared because I haven't slept well at all, being sick and working too much, and just not being able to sleep because I couldn't breathe. So I gotta manage my own symptoms, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So we're gonna do seated today, and then we'll talk. So get seated, get wherever you're comfortable. I'm gonna get my stuff together, and we're just gonna do 5 minutes of sun salutation seated. No meditation necessarily today, other than if you consider yoga. If you are new to this, go at your own pace or just watch, and I'll do a quick introduction. I'm gonna put my computer back. We'll do it, and then we'll regroup, and I'll talk for a few minutes with some resources. So. All right, so take a seat or stand if you want to. You don't have to be seated. I'm just choosing to be seated today on my medicine ball. Wherever you're comfortable, seated. I promised myself that I was gonna actually have music going and everything. I had a whole setup. And then my kids took my stuff away, so without me knowing. So seated wherever you're comfortable. If you're sitting in a chair, you want to make sure that you are, your legs are very comfortable. They're not, hanging. You don't want them to be kind of over like this. You want them to be in a 90-degree angle, seated with your back and your spine alignment, your neck straight, comfortable, your feet flat on the floor. Take a few deep breaths in and up on your own pace as people are coming in my house, so I gotta make sure that doesn't take away from the sound. Make sure your knees are at a 90-degree angle. You can place your hands on your thighs wherever they're comfortable. If you'd like to have them up, you're welcome to. Some people like to start that way. You don't have to. So feet, everything about parallel apart, feet on the ground. Make sure your back is alignment. You're not diving down in your back. You're straight. Take a few deep breaths at your own pace to help your own heart rate, and I gotta help mine. And take a few deep breaths, inhale and exhale on your own pace. I'm gonna get myself situated. Talking is definitely raising my heart rate. It's fun things in life. All right. You can close your eyes if you would like to. Start being mindful of where you are in the moment right now, being thankful that you are here for 5 minutes. Just focus on your breathing. You can focus on inhaling and exhaling slower at your own pace. Hands in a comfortable position, knees 90 degrees, hip width apart. Take a few deep breaths, inhale and exhale. With your eyes closed, continue to breathe slowly and evenly. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. And when you're ready, you can put your arms kind of to the side, comfortable, relaxed. We're going to take a deep breath up, your arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Raise your arms up all the way over the head if you can, or you can keep your arms down if you can't. If you don't have this much range of motion or it's uncomfortable for you, don't do it. Keep your arms wherever, it's a comfortable, safe range of motion for you. If you're not comfortable up here for whatever reason, keep your arms down low. You can keep them to the side if you wish. You can still kind of do a little bit of a modification, but you don't have to raise your arms up if you're not comfortable. If you have problems in your shoulder joint or hurt your back or your neck. So just do a range of motion that's comfortable and safe for you. I can't see you, you can see me. I don't even think I introduced myself. So while you're figuring out your range of motion for your arms, I am Kendra Nielsen-Miles. I am the Executive Director of and founder of EDS Wellness. And I'm a patient too, managing my own symptoms, trying to figure out the right pace of life, of balancing life and work, and managing my conditions and take care of myself, which has kind of gone to the wayside a little bit. We can talk about that later. So that's who I am, and the whole premise of these classes is just to do something where we come together a couple times a week and just do something for 5 minutes. Something is better than nothing. I can't see you, you can see me, so I have no idea where you are, what you're doing, what mobility level you have. By no means this is not the directive for what everybody should be doing. This is just offering something, and you can take it as you wish. Do what you feel comfortably you can, and it's also about empowering everybody to kind of figure out and trust themselves to learn what their proper range of motion is and what's safe for them. We don't really know what we can do until we try, right? And we have to also pace ourselves and not try too much just because we can or we feel really great. It's all a balance. But the only way you figure that out is if you just try. So that's who I am. That's why we're here. Just know that I can't see you. I have no idea what where you are, what limitations you have. But seated yoga, sun salutations even, can all be done even laying down in bed. So yoga is a moving meditation. There's varieties of yoga. There's a lot of ways to do yoga improperly. There's a lot of ways to do yoga safe. And that's also why I do these, because yoga is a great thing to do, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, biochemically, but when done properly. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, you can go to hyperextend it and hurt your ligaments, especially if you don't have muscles to support your very loose joints. So that's who I am, that's what we're doing, that's my caveat, so you know that anybody that has never done this before doesn't know who I am or why I'm doing this. Go at your own pace. Have any questions you can ask me afterwards, and we'll just continue with the 5 minutes sun salutation. So we were talking about our arms, so if you can raise your arms up, that's fine, but if you need to stay here, just keep them down. We're going to inhale up again. Arms up, overhead. Take your left hand, put it behind your back. We're going to kind of reach up with your right arm as comfortably as you can. We're kind of just reach up and just kind of bending to the side slightly, not as far as you can go, but just a little bit, just a slight bend up and out in your safe range of motion, but also not too far, just because you can. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Bring the arm down. Inhale up, arms up. Exhale, your right arm down behind your back. Your left arm is up now. We're going to reach it up and out a little bit to the side. Not too far. And then exhale down. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up. And now we're going to exhale down, bend forward as far as you are comfortably able to go. You can rest your hands on the ground if you wish. If you don't feel comfortable in this position, you can just go down like this. You can raise your arms up, and then you can bend down and just kind of rest your arms comfortably on your thighs. You don't want to put your weight on your knees. You want to make sure that you are still supporting yourself comfortably in a chair or wherever you and if you're not comfortable bending too far down, you're not really sure if that's the right thing for you to do, or if it makes you dizzy, you might want to just put your hands right here. Make sure your back is straight, your neck is in proper alignment, you're not hyperextending it like this or like this to look up at me. Just listen. Or if you're really not sure, just watch and